welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a quick HRCYED update because I've completed not one, but 2 prompts, one for each of the challenges, which I'll be going over in a moment. Right here, I'm actually going to show a little video of me doing the wheel so you see what the new prompt is for HRCYED 1.0, because that is the prompt that I finished on the wheel that I did. And it was the read a 500-page book in a day, which was Inkheart. Let me tell you, that was extremely difficult. I stayed up till 1 in the morning. No, 2 in the morning reading that book. Was it worth it? It was a good book, but I will not be doing that ever again. I know that there's another 24-hour readathon sort of deal coming up for me for both HRCYED 1.0 and 2.0, but I figured that I will just combine those two together and then from there kind of go on. And they're going to be a little easier because it's a minimum of 3 books for the 1.0. So I just will pick smaller books than what I normally have on me. Anyway, so I'm going to go, let me pop up the trackers real quick and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here's our tracker as of right now. We'll see there are 2, these are the 4 books I have either started reading or I'm working on. This technically is not a book, it is a webcomic that I am currently reading. There is a prompt for webcomics, so there it is. But we have Slave to Sensation. I did complete within a couple days. That was really good. I am still reading The Last Empress of France, which is my first nonfiction of the month. Trial of the Sun Queen I'm still reading. The Mafia Nanny, I'm only reading like 1 chapter a day. I'll Be Waiting is my audiobook at the moment. It does have a side queer representation, but our main character is disabled. And then we have Inkheart. Right here, you're going to see it technically has 2 different days because I started at like 9:30 in the morning on the 13th and finished at 2 in the morning the next day. It still counts because I did not sleep in that time frame. I didn't take any naps. And it was within a 24-hour period. My book buying points, I'm over halfway to where I can buy a book. I've added this to the thing. Oh good lord, my brain is shutting down slowly, guys, I swear. To the tracker, which is basically it's going to keep track of any potentials and any that actually have come through. For example, the 500 in 1 day, the Inkheart, if it's highlighted, it means it completed it. Other country, settings, or authors, Slave to Sensation. The author is in New Zealand, so it counts. The Last Empress of France, of course, is a potential. Seasons, the lowest rated books, crowdfunded, and then webcomic, because Kickstarter, as you guys saw in the little video that I put up there, Kickstarter or crowdfunded is the next one I have, so that took a little while to find. I'll give you guys some info on that in a moment. And then I have my purple prompts. These are the prompts. It says right here, one says YouTube, one doesn't. That's because this is going to be my pins and books. The other one is my actual name. Purple prompts A to Z. If I finish all the books this year, I'll have a good chunk of it done. I highly doubt that I will, but you never know. Pins and books, same thing. New releases, we only have the 1, although I do have potentials for these 3 as well, which I'm very excited for. They're coming out this year. Genre challenge, I did complete fantasy, and then of course our rainbow, which is all here as well. So here's our bingo board. 500 book page a day, done. Our individual challenges, we have Inkheart for I, Slave to Sensation for S. Still haven't completed the release yet. Here is our name so far, pins and books. We only have Slave to Sensation, unfortunately, but that could be filling up as we go along. And then, of course, our genres. We have fantasy with Slave to Sensation. And then Slave to Sensation is very blue, so therefore it went on the blue spots. And then HRCYED 2.0. Again, these are the only ones that I'm really focusing on. We have... Sorry, my watch is very noisy because it's dying right now. I'm going to take you off. Okay. We have same books, but these are the prompts that they will be going for with this particular challenge. So Slave to Sensation did BIPOC and By the Hundreds. The Last Empress of France did nonfiction and is going to be my new release for the month. Trial of the Sun Queen is going to be part of the even bigger rainbow and BIPOC author. The Mafia Nanny is going to be the last 10 years, and then by the hundreds. This is an actual book that is coming out. So, since I'm not reading it in the month that it's coming out, it's not going to count for new release, but the book could count for the last 10 years, as well as the hundreds, because it is there. I'll Be Waiting is going to be my disability representation, and Heritage Month. It's going to be my Disability Pride Month, so I'm really hoping to finish it this month. I should be able to, because I have a trip coming up next weekend. It's going to be a 6 hours round trip, and I have only 7 hours left of my book. So, it will be done this month. Inkheart, HRCYED 1 prompt. That's the one I'll show you the bingo board in a minute. And then we have here our subgenres of choice. Here it is. Here's my bingo board. You can see this is filled in. HRCYED 1 prompt is done with the 500 page in a day. So the book that I chose for the Kickstarter book is Wolf's Bane, which is the first book in the Mooncalled series. When I was looking it up, I was like, I don't have any money to be able to support any of these, which I feel really bad for. So I was going through and I was trying to find a way to borrow a book from the library, do anything I could to try and get maybe different versions of the book, because they have like these big illustrated beautiful books on Kickstarter, but not, they also have alternative versions where it's a little easier for me to maybe get a hold of, and that wasn't working out. So I was like, you know what, there are a bunch of books that I've gotten on Kindle and I have on my Nook, on my Barnes & Noble app, that could go with this. So I was like, okay, now let's look for those. So I finally found one, and technically the whole series. Alright, so this right here is our Kickstarter for the entire series. I would love to help support it, because it is like an indie author. She actually, I believe it is, but I can't, the pledge is already done, so that's kind of sad, actually. So it was on here. Former Kickstarters were allowed, but I also have the first book for this series. So, here it is. Try Wolf's Bane in ebook form, free on retailer of your choice. So Wolf's Bane is free. It's part of the Kickstarter, so I figured that would count. If it doesn't, and if it doesn't, please let me know. That way I can actually find one that'll count for the prompt correctly. But yeah, so again, super excited to kind of get it started. I've had this book for who knows how long. So Wolf's Bane is the book that I have chosen. It is going to be, I'm excited for it. I'm a little nervous at the same time, but I am excited for it. But yeah, so that's going to be the next prompt that I do for HRCYED 1.0. It does count for stuff for HRCYED 2.0. I just don't know what it counts for yet. So yeah, whenever I get to there, I don't have any prompts set up for HRCYED 2.0 for Wolf's Bane just yet. But, again, it is going to be my Kickstarter. It's I'm excited for it. I got it actually as part of an anthology of books. So, but it is free, so if you want to go and check it out, highly recommend it. Or I'll post links down below if you want to check out the book yourself. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys soon. Bye, guys.